Good morning and buenos dias. I am Abu Sha'b and welcome back for another lesson in Puerto Rican expressions. This morning we're going to take another look at same word, different meaning, where we look at words that are similar or that come from the same roots in Latin or Greek, but have come to have different meanings in Spanish than in English. We also look at words that are translated differently from what you might logically think. The first word on the list this morning is brutal. Brutal in English has some very negative connotations, a brutal beating or a brutal assault. However, in Spanish, especially in Puerto Rican Spanish, brutal means great, cool, super. Que brutal, super, fantastic, que brutal. However, you must be careful because this word is closely related to bruto or bruta, which would be the masculine and feminine adjectives to say dumb or stupid and can be somewhat offensive. Brutalidad, que brutalidad, is something dumb that you may have done. For example, if I leave cans of soda in the freezer overnight and they explode, it's que brutalidad, que brutalidad. Cake. Cake in Spanish is translated into several different words. Here in Puerto Rico, it's always bizcocho, bizcocho. The Z always sounds like an S in American Spanish, bizcocho. One must be careful with this word because in other cultures, in parts of Mexico, it can mean a part of the female anatomy. In movies and cartoons, you'll often hear the word pastel, el pastel, to say cake, or la torta as well. La torta y el pastel, and I've seen both of these words to say pie as well in English, pie and cake. So it's really a regional difference. Cemetery. Cemetery in Spanish, well, in English I want to point out that we don't pronounce the N. It's cemetery in English, at least in my English. In Spanish you do pronounce the N, and it's el cementerio, el cementerio. I mention this word because I like the other word in Spanish to say cemetery, and that's el campo santo, the saints' field, the field of saints, el campo santo, campo santo. Christianity. Christianity is translated a little bit differently than you might think. It's not cristianidad or cristiandad, it's another ism in Spanish, it's el cristianismo. Although you will still hear people using the improper terms Cristianidad or Cristiandad. Divert. To divert in Spanish is completely different. In fact, it's a reflective verb, divertirse. Me divierto, tú te diviertes, él se divierte. This means to have fun. When you wish somebody to have fun, you use the subjunctive form and you say que te diviertas, que te diviertas. Diversión is fun in the noun form. La diversión is fun. Although we normally say que lo pases bien. It's easier to say. Cheddar. I am from Wisconsin and I'm always on the lookout for new cheese facts. Cheese in Spanish, cheddar cheese, is el queso de papa, queso de papa. Now this is normally translated to potato cheese, right? You would think. Papa is potato, la papa. But this could also be translated to the Pope's cheese because el papa is the Pope. Queso de papa could be Pope's cheese. You could translate it to papal cheese, or you could translate it to pontiff's cheese. I eat the Pope's cheese. Yo me como de queso de papa. I eat the Pope's cheese. It would really be I eat cheddar cheese. Okay. Devil. Devil in Spanish is not quite the same thing as it is in English. To say devil, like to devil your money in Spanish, you would use duplicate, duplicar, duplicar. Devil, doblar in Spanish, D-O-B-L-A-R, the verb, is to fold, to bend, or to turn. En la luz dobles a la izquierda. At the light, you turn left. En la luz dobles a la izquierda. At the light, you turn left. Chance. Chance, chance correctly said in Spanish is una oportunidad, an opportunity. Chance in Mexican Spanish has come to mean that it's like a Spanglish word, but it's incorrect. Chance, or by chance, would be al azar, A-Z-A-R, A-L, al azar, A-Z-A-R, by chance. Effective. Effective is how we say cash in Spanish, all over the Spanish-speaking world. Inefectivo. They might ask you at the cash register, forma de paga or forma de pagar? Forma de pagar is probably more correct. And inefectivo is in cash. Inefectivo. Efectivo. Estimate. An estimate in Spanish would be un estimado, to make an estimate. Un estimado. This also means the verb estimar is also like to esteem. Like, for example, Carlos Santana es un guitarrista sobreestimado. Carlos Santana is an overrated guitarist. Sobreestimado, overrated. Bajo estimado, underrated. Disappointed. Disappointed in Spanish is a little bit different. It's decepcionado. Deceived, really. Deceived. Disappointed. You can also use desilusionado if you're disappointed about something. Disillusioned. Desilusionado, but more commonly, it's decepcionado. Estoy decepcionado. I'm disappointed. And the last word on the list is auction or bid, which are both the same word in Spanish. And it's la subasta. Subasta. In eBay, hay cosas en subasta. In eBay, there are things that you bid on. Hay cosas en subasta. Things that you bid on. Cosas en subasta. Subasta. You can also see this in ads for cars. Houses in subasta, in auction, in auction. Down here in Puerto Rico, you auction off the government often auctions off things that they seize from drug dealers. Sometimes they even auction off the products that they seize from drug dealers. Well, I hope you learned something about the same word, different meaning. Thank you for viewing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Happy 4th of July.